Today we have the full moon in Sagittarius. I am literally recording this at the time of the full moon, and I'm going to do today a little bit differently. I've been really busy working on some secret projects, and I'll give you a little insight on what those look like. But today's video is going to be a little bit messier, a little bit go with the flow, because I don't have time to edit, and I still wanted to bring this powerful information to you. Normally, what I do is I show you where this full moon is affecting you, and we go through my Manifesting with the Moon planner, which, if you haven't gotten it, check the show notes. This is where we use the moon's energy towards our goals and dreams. It's something that I've been doing for years, and I wanted to create something tangible so that people could use the energy of the moon to go after their dreams. And it's been super helpful for me, and I hope it does the same for you. So instead of doing what I normally do, I'm just going to actually talk about the full moon with the resources I've created. So right now I'm looking at my 2024 interactive moon calendar. I'm going to screen record so you can see what I'm talking about. But we are talking about the full moon. It's 9:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It just turned 10 o'clock here today. So hopefully I'll get this up by the afternoon so you can use this powerful energy. And when we talk about full moons, I'm going to go to the full moon intentions. And this is where we want to use the full moon's power to seize control of our present and our future. This is where we can surrender to the universe and gain profound clarity that paves the way for new aligned beliefs and patterns. There's more here that you can go into about using the moon's energy towards today if you want to look at the screen. But we are going to go back to the current full moon, and we are going to talk about what it means in Sagittarius, why the element of fire and the modality of being mutable is important. So we are going to go to the key, and we're going to go to the modalities and elements. So we have fire, which is action, passion, creative, impulsive. So this is an intense energy. I created this resource because I have a hard time absorbing the information, and I want something that I can refer to so I can understand the energy instead of trying to memorize something. So then we have mutable, and the energy of being mutable is being flexible, adaptable, helpful, and versatile, which I feel like sometimes can be a little bit different and difficult with the fire. So now we're going to go and understand the concept of Sagittarius. And so we're going to go to the zodiac energy. And Sagittarius is the curious guide. So how can we get curious during this time? What can we get curious about the energy that's coming forth? And then if we want to use it for float activity, we're thinking about doing vision board, goal planning, self-exploration and development, travel, sharing your knowledge, and education. This is really on point for me right now because I am in the process of beta testing a course called Aligning with Your Design. It's helping people understand their unique energy blueprints through the lens of human design, and then also understanding the phases of the moon, the menstrual cycle, and using that type of momentum towards our goals and what we're working towards. This course has been something people have been asking me for, and I wanted to create something that you can do on your own at your own pace. I am toying with the idea of offering a couple times a year of a group workshop around this. So if you're interested, I'll put the link in the show notes. Even though the course is up and running and it's being beta tested, if you feel called to buying it now, feel free. Or you can wait a couple weeks from when everything's finalized. But that being said, this energy, I'm feeling it. This is exactly what I'm wanting to do in my business, to have a foundation aspect of helping people build their foundations in their home and work life so that when they take courses and they do these other things for self-development, they come back to themselves. They're not following someone else's blueprint. They understand themselves on a deeper level And it's truly empowering. It's been one of the biggest tools in my life to help me understand and use my energy efficiently, but also keeping me fulfilled along the way. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the full flower moon in Sagittarius, and it's named after the blossoming of the flowers during this fertile season. So, think about the things that we've planted and they're coming forth. This is a time of culmination and revelation. And Sagittarius is a sign that's associated with expansion, exploration, and philosophical inquiry. And it also infuses the full moon with this adventurous spirit. So use this energy to celebrate the abundance that we currently have, both in the material and the spiritual. It also encourages us to reflect on our beliefs, values, aspirations, and shedding light on areas we might seek personal growth and understanding. It's a time to release limiting beliefs that no longer serve us, and it's time to embark on a journey of self-discovery. That's what this channel is all about. So that is the idea of the full moon today. It is at 2 degrees in Sagittarius. So if you pull up your natal chart, you look for Sagittarius, you look for almost the beginning cusp because 2 degrees is right there. And you're going to look and see what house it's affecting you. So 2 degrees in Sagittarius for me is my 4th house. That is home, family life, really the idea about the foundations. And again, it just makes so much sense that I've soft launched my course about helping you build your foundations, understanding your energetics, especially using human design and phases. Again, moon or menstrual phases. You can choose which one to focus on in this course, but it's a pretty jam-packed information course, but there's so much interactive experiences through the different modules. So make sure you check that out. I am now going to do a reading for us. So take a deep breath and here we go. Spirit's testing me today. I've tried to record this message. This is now my 4th or 5th time. So 2 things. One of them is I feel like this is an extremely powerful message. And I think this is giving me a moment to really absorb the information coming through. And the second thing is patience is something that I'm currently working on. And I think Spirit is just letting me know that patience is necessary. First question, what energy will help us release our limiting beliefs? And we got full moon on the full moon. Completion. We've worked on the limiting beliefs. We worked on the patterns. We've dug deep. We've done the hard work. Now it's time to cultivate new practices, incorporating things that are going to lift us out of these limiting beliefs. I'll put my confidence walking meditation and the routine episode that I talked about, because things like confidence isn't something we're born with. It's something we need to cultivate. And anytime I'm feeling down, when I provide myself some sort of confidence activity, it really helps lift me out. And with the 7 of Wands, we have persevered through the challenges. It's time for us to maintain control in this next phase. That's what Spirit is asking for us. And it's time for us. We have gone through the completion. What energy will help us take aligned action? And we have the river. We have movement coming. It's time for change. Like I was saying before, how can we cultivate the positive mindset? And so being positive, what are you doing in your daily routine to keep this positive mindset? Because we have the 6 of Cups here talking about movement and balance and harmony and healing, all the things that the first question was highlighting about our limiting beliefs. Now, these are the things that are going to help us take aligned action in how we move. And if this is something that you want to understand more about your energetics, in how to take aligned action, because we're all different in that. I encourage you to check out my human design resources. I have the Aligning with Your Design course. I have the Path to Purpose, which is your customized interactive human design chart. And then I also have a tarot and human design reading that is specifically to your human design and how to take action. These are all resources I've curated for you to create momentum in your life. You surrender control. And so we had a few of these cards that came out, and I just allowed it. It's making sure that you're nurturing yourself, mind, body, and spirit in the process, making sure you're checking all those boxes. It's also being submerged when you have feelings and emotions that are in your body. It's allowing yourself to go in, honoring them, allowing yourself to feel them, allowing yourself to breathe through them. These are going to help you surrender control, because when we're pushing these emotions deep down in, it's blocking us from moving forward. And then we're being asked to shapeshift. We're being asked to do things differently in how we move through it. And so when we need to shapeshift, it's allowing us to surrender that control and be more adaptable in the shapeshifting. This will unlimit your potential. It's allowing you stepping outside of your comfortability zone. I don't think that's a word, but we're going to keep it. It's allowing yourself to go after your untapped potential. With that being said, you have the star. It's positive. It's that faith and that purpose is going to also allow you to surrender control. This means it's coming. You have good fortune. When you feel stuck or you feel like you're trying to control, it is time for you to go within. You have the Hermit. You need to search within your soul. What do you want? Get clear on what you want. And then your path will be pretty much shined right in front of you. The path will be illuminated when you get clear on what you want. But it's going to take you sitting with yourself and getting clear on those desires. My friends, patience. I need patience. Okay. I don't know why my software is just not working very well, but we're going to try this again. What energy is going to help us overcome our fears? So I'm guessing the Spirit wants me to re-talk about what I just did in this aspect. And it's time to emerge. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and face your fears. When you come from a place of love, when you come from a place of supporting yourself through the uncomfortability of working towards your fears, that you are being the parent, the friends, the spouse, the partner, whoever you need in this process, it's up to you to be there for yourself. And the fear with the Five of Wands, you have this fear of competition and rivalry, but Spirit's saying that's not what's going to happen. You're going to have celebration. You're going to have community and friendships on the other side. But you have to face your fear and emerge in what you're trying to go after. What is that goal that you're working towards? That's for you to work towards, and it's time to emerge and do it. The time that I need this to go quick and smooth is not the time today. I guess Spirit wants me to talk about this card pull. We have the question of what's going to help us overcome our emotional patterns. It's time to let this new journey, this idea, this goal unfold in front of you. It's also time to give yourself a new truth. So if you're someone that has trouble being seen and heard, let's talk about how you see yourself and how you hear yourself in the process, first within you, and then the world will pick up on that energy. We have the Ace of Swords, and when you do this, when you allow yourself to have these new truths, these empowering beliefs, you're going to have the mental clarity. You're going to have the new ideas and the success. You are going to lead the way in what you're trying to do. You're going to be a pioneer with the aspect you're working on. With that being said, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and it's making sure you have the discipline of allowing yourself to find ways to empower yourself. Like I said, confidence, whatever you're needing, you need to integrate that in your daily routine and understand that there's ebbs and there's flows, and allowing yourself to understand your energy more clearly. Check out my resources. Aligning with your design course is a way for you to understand your energy. If you're wanting empowering suggestions in how you operate, check out my Path to Purpose, your interactive customized human design chart, or you can get your tarot and human design reading. And these are all to help you get in alignment with your energy. Because if you're feeling stuck, I truly believe you're not listening or understanding how you operate, or it's a time for you to really sit within yourself. And all these tools have reflection aspects in them as well. So you can get clear on what you want and your desires. And then the last one is the Ace of Wands, and it's in reverse. And that's really just being like there's delays, because I think you're not sitting with yourself. You are not having the motivation that you truly want, and the lack of passion. Allowing yourself to activate these passions and these interests are really important in your daily and weekly routine. So are you feeding that? Are you feeding your passions? Because that's going to spark something new and allow yourself to make this upright. Allow yourself to make this upright is really getting clear on what gives you that fulfillment and that joy in your daily life. I believe in you. This is powerful. Use this full moon in Sagittarius energy. I feel like big things are on the horizon for us, and we're almost there. What a powerful reading. I just want to thank you so much for being here. Be sure to check out my resources. I've curated them just for you so you can really step into your power, embrace your unique strengths, be more fulfilled, and create sustainable strategies in empowering yourself. As we wrap up this episode, remember that sharing this content, hitting the like button, and subscribing, you're not just supporting my channel, you're actively contributing to the flow of the 7 universal laws. Together, we're cultivating a vibrant, flowing stream of positivity and wisdom. So keep riding that cosmic current, keep sharing the love, and until our next rendezvous, stay true to your unique flow. See you in the next adventure. We'll chat soon.